Hello, Teaquilters. It's T, and I am here with live chat on Wednesday, October 26th, 2022, and it is 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So we are going to pull you all up on my sale here, and I'm going to have to go back out and come back in because I was in here prior to me going live. Got to redo. All right, now it's saying I'm live. Right there. All right, so welcome everybody. Hope you all have been having a wonderful week thus far. So far, I am, let's see, I am doing okay. It's been a little bit of a long week. Got some things done. Still working on some things. I'm trying to go back up to the top, but I can't. Oh, okay. That's my comment. I'm hoping at the top, and nobody has commented before that. But we got Delia Short, Cynthia Field, Selena Haffenden. Hello, Selena. Welcome to the channel. That's a new name. And she says, hello, everyone. Very hot and sunny here in Australia. So welcome. Teresa McCormick, Janice Miller, Angela Stringer, Malena Montoya, and Quilt Gals here. Vivian Calvi, Teresa McCormick saying, welcome to the channel, Miss T. That's an internal joke. Really, that's Kevin. Janet Mackerel says, hello, everybody. Carol Williams is here. Lisa Thompson. Hey, Lisa. Welcome. Kevin, the quilter, is acting up again. Yeehaw, it's Miss T time. Evening, Miss T and all T quilters. June Hansen's here saying hi, T and everyone. Tiffany's Quilting Life. That's Tiffany of Tiffany's Quilting Life is here. Says hey, T and friends. And Kevin down there saying, welcome to the channel. See? Joan E is here. I don't know if I said her name earlier. Carolyn Kaplupla. I know I messed that up. Capilia says, hello from Cole and Wendy, Washington. So welcome to the channel as well. That's a new name. Shirley Peters is here. Carrie Richards, Denise Sopatch 33, Jonah Crutchfield. So a lot of you all are popping in, getting those notifications. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel as well as hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I go live. Tonight, I'm doing a 1-hour live chat, and I'll talk about what we're going to do tonight. And then I also have chats on Saturday nights. It's 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I actually am sewing and chatting at the same time, working on just some random project for the most part. Veronica C is here. Leighton says, Miss T, after my aha moment on Saturday, I guess I need some learning on how I should be doing things. Wink, wink. Hello to all. She is too funny. She's working way too hard on the floor. It's like, girl, we'll get her straight though in scrap club. And you know, if you don't have anybody that you're quilting with, you don't take classes and stuff like that, then it's you just figure out how to do things on your own. So that's kind of what's happening. And everybody in the room was trying to figure out what she was doing, and she was definitely doing it, in our opinions, the hard way. In her opinion, it might have been the easy way. So there's more than one way to get to an end result, that's for sure. Remo here says, good evening, Miss T and Quilters. Thumbs up, everyone. Show your love and support. 21 thumbs up and 50 watches. Subscribe and join. You will definitely get educated. Katie Crafts is here. C Joy Creations is here. Sue GSD, Maddie Barnum, Joe Carmel Perkins. She's off hiding in her sewing room. Georgia B is here. Hey, Georgia. Welcome as well. And I think that's it. So the agenda for today is I have the optional block draw that we need to do. And then I also have, I went to one shop. I went to the shop in Donovan, Missouri yesterday in the rain. I so wanted to come back home. I didn't even want to leave when I found out it was going to rain, but it was kind of deceiving because they said a half inch of rain. And I'm like, well, okay, a half inch rain, it shouldn't be bad. I had rain about 90% of my ride. And I was not a happy camper. At sometimes it even poured very hard where you could barely see the lines on the street, especially when I left early in the morning because I left at 6 a.m., I think, and it was still dark outside. So I was literally driving in the dark. So in the rain, pouring on the highway. I was in South County and I live in North County. And I was about ready to turn around and come back home. I had been on the road maybe about 30 minutes at that point. And I was like, you know what? But I did it because I said, if I say I'm going to go home and I'm going to do it tomorrow, which would have been today, I could have done it today. But I was saying, you never know what tomorrow is going to bring. I could have a whole nother set of issues today. But today looked like it was a great day out. And so that's pretty cool. So my next goal, I still have 12 shops in order to complete the 70 shops in the All Missouri Shop Hop, All Missouri State Shop Hop. And so I am going to leave in the morning. The first store that I'm going to hit opens at 10. So I'll leave here about 3 hours, 15 minutes maybe. I'll give myself a half hour just in case I need to stop. I already know I need gas, so I'm going to have to probably leave a little bit earlier because when I came in off the highway, I came straight home. I forgot to get gas and I did not go out today at all. So I don't even have gas in my car. Either I'm going to have to go tonight, maybe pull my husband out, or I'm going to have to go before I leave. So we'll see how all that works. I just realized that I don't have gas. So welcome everybody. Appreciate you all coming in here. Let me get the new people that have just popped in here. Maddie saying she has to try Kevin's starch technique. Yeah, I do mine's a little bit different than Kevin's. And somebody asked a question already on the video that I just released today about Kevin's starching technique that he did at retreat when we were at it in June. This past year, June 2022, we had retreat. The retreat video, I'm in the process of, I've just edited one today, took way longer than I thought, and I'm in the process of publishing it. So it has a lot of pictures in it. So it's taken a long time for that to process because these are high definition pictures on our cameras that we're taking, on our cell phones that we take. So yeah, so we're working on all of that. Deborah Holloway is here. Sherlock Sews is here. My thumb just relaxed and the whole screen went scrolling, so I had to laugh at myself. Okay. T. Roberts is here. Susan T. Phyllis G. Selena says, I have been following you for a while, T, but I never get to catch the lives. Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate that. That's pretty cool. Maria Mayer's here. Did you eat that lemonade at the lemonade? Nope. It was raining so bad. I went to that quilt shop. I did stay in there for a little bit of time just because the ladies were really nice. And then I got in there and I got back in my car and I did not, I stopped in Poplar Bluff, I think, to use the restroom, and then I drove all the way home from Poplar Bluff. Yeah, I wasn't messing around. It rained the entire time. I was so mad at that drive. I did not enjoy that drive at all. Uh, Cute Lady Corpu says, "Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone had a great day." Um, Make sure I get everybody. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and do the block drawing. I did go ahead. Miss Vivian, did you mail your block like you said you were? She had mailed her block. She had told me she had mailed it weeks ago, and I had never received it. And then she ended up getting her block back. She was using the wrong address in the group. If you're in the group for the optional block draw, please make sure that you read the guidelines that are listed in the featured section of the optional block Facebook group. um, it has the mailing address there. You're basically just using my PO box. You're not going to be using any address that looks like it's a street address, because what's happening is sometimes they'll give me mail that doesn't have my PO box on it because that's still my PO box. Other times they send it back, act like they don't want to look anything up. So it just depends on the employee who gets it. And technically they have the right to send it back if it's not addressed correctly. But you have some employees that don't mind knowing that we pay for our PO boxes, so they don't mind working a little bit for us. So yeah. So they sent Miss Vivian's back. So just use PO box number in the future. It's all listed um in the guidelines, and I have gone back into YouTube video and changed it so that any new video should have just my PO box. The street address is for people that ship to me via FedEx and UPS. You need a street address, and even though it's the post office, they'll take it if it has a post office street address but not a post office PO box, which is so strange and weird. Just weird. So yeah. Hey, Miss Topaz. So I'm going to show you these blocks first. When Miss Vivian's block come, I will have 42 blocks. So I will do 2 drawings. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, because I haven't counted how much money I've collected. I've just been listing it on Facebook, what I've collected, and I'll tally it up at some point. And but this month, since I had 42 blocks, I'm going to split in half and do 2 winners. So you'll each get 21 blocks this month. But I still got to wait for Miss Vivian's block to come. Plus, I'm not going to be here to mail anything out tomorrow anyway. So it'll be done probably next Monday when I mail these blocks out. In the future, hopefully, if my schedule allows, I'll be able to mail these blocks out a little bit quicker. Okay. So that's what's going on there. Hey, Miss Benita. And I think that's it. Okay. So yeah. So the first one I have out just happens to be out because I picked it up at Quilt Gill on Thursday and it never got into the batch. But it is Peggy O'Connor's block. She's in my Quilt Gill. She participated in the Quilt Gill draw as well as this drawing. So very pretty colors for hers. This, for those that don't know what this is, I'm doing an optional block group where you pay $5. The $5 does not go to Teaquilts. The $5 is used so that I can send out the mailings to the winners. And so all of these are going to have to go priority mail because of weight. When I put all of these blocks together, they're going to weigh more than a pound, which means I've got to send in priority mail minimum $10 to send that way. So I'm trying to make sure that I have enough money to send them out without me having to pay for shipping. I am not charging for my services of doing this. So I'm also, the reason why I've opened this up to Teaquilts on YouTube is because I'm doing it with my local guild. And I figured if I was doing it anyway, I may as well share it with the Teaquilts group. So I'm really happy with the response. I had a piece of paper somewhere that told me how many people participated, but that was a long time ago. I worked on this project Saturday at at Scrap Quilting Club, got everything put in, you know, out the big envelopes, but I kept them so that I could have the address for the winners. But right now, I don't see the piece of paper that I had. I really don't. That's how it is, right? And it's probably with my other Gil stuff. So, but I do have everybody written down who participated. I already marked you off on a sheet of paper, so I know who all participated. All right, so that was Peggy's block. So what happens is this is like a lottery. You're not gonna, everybody is not getting a block back. You can buy more than one lottery ticket, which means you can submit more than one block, and a few people did. And I put everybody's name into a drawing. I have them already written onto these tickets here. I just have first names written on these tickets. And I need to pull them apart. But I wanted everybody to see that I've got 42 names here that are going into the draw. So I'll pull those apart. So you send me your block. I mark that you send it. However many blocks you send, I put your name on some tickets, and then I put you into here, and then I'm going to do a live drawing to see who wins. So we're going to do that. So we just did Peggy's. So let's go to the next stack of blocks here. And when I do these, if you've got more than one block, I'm going to try to separate them into two piles. So I guess I'm just going to put Peggy's up here for right now because it's an oddball. These next 4 blocks are all from Deborah Hammond, also here in St. Louis. She's my friend and my So Busy Quilt Guild. So she did 4. So that's 1. And her name was entered 4 times. Number 2. Number 3. And number 4. So because she's got 4 blocks, I'm just going to make 2 piles for people that have duplicates or sent in more than 1. And so the stacks will stay even as I go along. This is my block here. And then we have Kevin the Quilter's blocks. He did 3. So that's 1. I'll put 1 down there. This is 2. And the nice thing about these blocks is that they can be squared up and trimmed, because when they actually get put together, they are not going to, the seam lines will not touch. So whatever, if your block didn't end up being the right size, then you can square these up to be any size. And then because of how they're put together according to the instructions that I've given everybody, and I do have the video open now for this one. I released it Sunday. So if you want to see how to make these blocks, I did adapt it a little bit from the original pattern, which I also gave you a link for as well. Yeah, you can do that. Easy. So this one is from Ingrid Bowers. Also, I'm asking people to please put your names in the seam allowance on the back of the block, so I can just look at the back of the block and know who did what. And most of you had about maybe 5 people that forgot that step. So this is Ingrid's. Very pretty patriotic one. It's just a solo block, so I'm just going to put it up here. I divided mine's and Kevin's. Mine's with Kevin's and divided those up. So the stacks are still equal. And we're just pulling them out. And then this one is between a cardboard. We'll come back to that one. This one, I didn't know who made which block because they're in the same bag, which I don't mind people submitting blocks together. It saves on postage, so I have no problem with that. It also saves on plastic bags that I'll be recycling to send these back out in for those that are sending them. So I just manually wrote Brenda's name on two, and I think it's Billy Mitchell. So we've got Brenda Foley and Billy Mitchell. So I just wrote their names on the back of any two. It didn't matter. So this is one. And I'm going to make sure I put one of each pile. And they might be duplicates, which is fine. Just they can even be duplicates when you send in duplicate blocks. You just don't want to put the same fabric in any one block. And then this one right here is another block. Put it down here because they did two each. And this last one. Hey, Tamar. Erica Taylor's here. Thank you, everybody, saying the blocks are beautiful. Liz Wilson, welcome. All right. So, and Ingrid says, thank you so much for organizing this. All right. This block here is, put that over there from the back. It is Cute Lady Corpuru. I just put your screen name. I do know what your name is, but I just put your screen name. She forgot to put her name on the back, so I just wrote something on the back. Very pretty block. It's a single, so I'm going to put it up here so I can just divide those two out later. Let's see. I wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally show people's mailing addresses, so that's one of the reasons why I took all of this out the envelopes. So this is, she did 3 blocks. Here is, let me make sure there's nothing I need to know in her envelope. Okay, that was a personal note. She did 3 blocks. Very pretty. So that's one. Number 2. Hi, Damali J. And number 3. Yeah, some of the color combinations are really pretty. And she did 3, so that's an odd number. I'm just going to put it up here on top. It doesn't matter which pile it goes in. Wait a minute. It's a block in here. Is this hers too? Huh. I think this is hers too. Let me write her name on here and put her name on a ticket. So we got an extra block. So there's 4 blocks. Sorry. So whoever I pull first, if it's an odd number, you will get that extra block. So very pretty. Let me show you guys. I'm about to put it up. Very pretty. She said this one was a little bit short, but like I said, she says it's 12 by 3/8. So she just put it in there. You can decide if you want to use it or not. I'm not measuring anything. I told y'all that from the get-go. Just follow the instructions. And there are many ways to use blocks that aren't the same size by framing and all of that. So just put this second one there. All right. We're in the second bag here. Just trying to, this one's just a solo block. Let's see who this one belongs to. Did I not write on it? And I don't have it in the bag. I know I wrote the name down, but I don't have. Oh, I see it. It's Darcy Savali. It's Darcy block. I did write it. I just couldn't see it because I wrote it on the red. So that's Darcy. One block up there. I'm going to just take a chunk out. We're almost getting there. Yes, they did a great job with the colors. Me, I'm using scrap somebody gave me. So this is Deborah Sims Brown. She did one block. I got her name on there. There you go. Real pretty. I love this fabric over here too. Very pretty. One block goes up there. This goes over there. Next one is from Earlene Butler. Hey, Marie H. I'm going to have a whole lot of bags to recycle. People putting them in bags. Earlene Butler. Purple block. Very pretty. Single block. Go on top of the machine. This is Frances J. She said this was really easy. What's next? I didn't shock you all too much on the next one. You just had more pieces. And you had to make 2 blocks. So this is Frances R. So that's a single block as well. And then, look like I've got some wrapped in together here. So let me see how many. 1, 2, I got 3. No, this was Frances J. I don't know why I put the wrong name on the back of this one. So this is Frances J. And I'm going to look at my tickets too to make sure I did that right. That was another reason I didn't do that. Yes, I do have Frances J and Frances R 3 times. All right. Sorry. So this is Frances J. And then I'm going to show you Frances R. 3 blocks. Right here's one. I love this print on the bottom. So that's 1. Here's number 2. Another pretty print. I like how when you make something scrappy and when all the fabrics are put together, they're just gonna all blend very well together. I lost my screensaver. And then this is her 3rd block, Frances Riviera. Hey, Deborah Holloway. Laureen Paget, welcome to the channel. Helena Carter, welcome. So that was her 3rd block, and it's going to be an oddball, so it's up on top for right now. This is from Dee Dee Hansen out of Michigan. Says, here's my optional blocks for October. 2 of the fabrics are dyed by me, and 1 is painted by me. Thanks for organizing this. So this is Dee Dee's block. It's a single. So I'm going to assume that this is dyed and this over here is dyed. And then she also printed on top of this, like stamped or whatever on top. So very pretty fabrics. Good range of fabrics. So that's a solo block. Let's see. I don't know why this one's... Oh, I don't know why this is in here. Elkins. Let me make sure I wrote it. Yep. 2 blocks for Joan. So that's what this is. I don't know why I put it back in the folder, but I did. All right. First block from Joan. And remember, people, that blocks have gotten mailed. Sometimes they get wrinkled. I'm not asking anybody to send your blocks so that they're going to be in pristine condition. We all got irons. We know how to press a block when we get it. Send it the cheapest way you can send it. This right here is also the second block by Joan Elkins. Very pretty. So that one goes here. She did too. Thanks, Denise, for reminding people to hit the thumbs up. Hey, Jason. Welcome to the chat. Janice Miller's in here. All right. So we still got more blocks. All right. I'm going to have a great collection of bags. This is 2 blocks. And it is by Joe Carmel. Hey. A one that's all batik. So she themed hers out. Very pretty. Put that down here. And then the other one is her. She loves K Facet. So this is her second block. Very nice. All right. 2 more blocks from, do we have a name? Let's see. Mary Blackwell. Both of these are from the same person. So this is 1 block. Looks like she used some African print in the long strip at the top of the, the top long strip right here. Very pretty. And she used 2 pieces in this one. Very pretty blocks, Mary. Thank you so much. All right, we're getting there. That one's wrapped in a piece of paper, so we'll see. Whoops. 1. We've got 2 blocks from Remo JS. Got 2 blocks. Very pretty fabrics. Good range of fabrics too. And this one also. And this is one of those where value doesn't matter. You could use any scraps available to make this, just long as they were not the same fabrics in the same block. Thank you guys. You all are so nice. This one is from Sandy Agger. And she made a batik block. Had it in a regular business envelope. Her bottom does come out. It's just folded from being folded, but it's very pretty. Thank you, Sandy. Put that one over there. Make sure. She was just submitting her mailing address should she win. It's always good deal if you think your envelope, if you don't tape like I do to put your return address or the address you're sending something to on the inside of your package in case it gets opened. This one is from Teresa McCormick. Yay! Very pretty. Look at that. Just gorgeousness. So very pretty stuff. Single block goes up here. And I'm going to be counting these stacks to make sure I didn't mess anything up too. This is an envelope. I just don't want addresses to show, so I'm going to move that out. This one has 2 blocks in it, and it is from Tucker Nays. So yay, Tucker. Here's 1 block from Tucker. Very pretty fabric choices, well-rounded selection. And then he did his second block. So good luck, good luck. Let's see. Last one. Two blocks from Sharon Lewis. Very pretty. More batiks. Pretty selection of colors here. This would be pretty as a all, using these colors for the entire quilt would be very pretty. Reds, purples, And you might even add a little blue in there too. Be really pretty. Well, she's got more blue on this one. It's more of a blue purple, but it's still, even just adding blues, really pretty fabric. So thank you guys for participating. I don't remember how many names now that I have, but I do know that I put in 44 blocks. No, 45. 45. Was it 45 or 44? I don't know where my extra piece went. I have 42, so it's 43. It's 43 blocks. So we do have an oddball number. So let me count this stack real quick. That's 15. And 15. So I did it right. So all I got to do now is just take these and just one by one put them in a stack. Doesn't matter which one. Hey, Claudette Bettis. Yes, they are pretty. And guys, I actually won at my quilt guild. So you know what? When Miss Vivian block come, we'll have enough. This stack over here will get Miss Vivian's block. Because I did tell her to go ahead and remail it because she had sent it weeks ago. So by the time I get back off of my trip, it'll be back. So I just need to write on the back of this, add Miss Vivian's. To this one right here, and I'm just going to put this in a bag right there for right now and bag all of these up. So see, bags being recycled already. All right. Sue says she sent her blocks United States Postal Service. I guess you didn't get it. No, if I didn't post in the book that I had got on the Facebook group, I guess yours might be being returned too. A lot of people were using the address that was on YouTube. And for some reason, I have had this happen to me before where YouTube has taken my P.O. box numbers off on my address. So I went back in there and I've now taken my address, street address, off of my YouTube videos, and we're only using P.O. box number now. So I guess yours might be in the return stage, Sue. I'm so sorry about that. But I don't have it. Hey, Lietta. So I got a bigger container here so that I won't see when I pull these out. Last time I had them in a shallow thing, and then I put it up high and the fan was blowing my paper. So I don't have the fan as high today. So good luck to you all. I won at my quilt guild. I had about 23 blocks that I won. So we'll see what happens. I'm about to tear these up. All right. Just mix these up. Ju says, sent it to your P.O. box, not blaming you at all. The government doing what it does best. Yeah, because I've checked. I went and had my husband check today. We have checked. We most definitely check every day that I go live. And then when I'm going to the post office to do deliveries, I'm also checking my box. So I never got it. If it shows up, Sue, I'll let you know. Joe Carmel says, drum roll. All right, here we go. We're going to get the first winner. I'm going to make sure I have just one ticket. Y'all ain't going to believe this. Look at this. And you know what this is? This is T. And then I got down here KTQ. You know why? Because he told me to put my name on it because he didn't want to win it. The KTQ is Kevin the Quilter. So he would have been a winner, but he doesn't want the block. So he told me to keep him. So that's winner number one. I'm sorry, guys. Now I can make me a bigger quilt. Didi said, did you put an extra one you had? No, I've been having my hand up here. That even had Kevin the Quilter because I wanted to know if I won from my one block or if I won because Kevin won. And see, Kevin really won. That's who really won. He said he didn't want to make the quilt. Next ticket. Let's see. I can't read it. Sandra Agger she's out of California. So she won the second set. So congratulations, Sandy. Auntie. Oh my God. It's really congratulations to Kevin. But he said, I'm not using them. You put your name on them. I'm going to give them to you anyway if I win them. Kevin is pretty funny. I'm going to just put ticket in here. He was working on a quilt top and he ended up not liking it. He had, I don't know how many blocks. I'm going to guess and say he probably had at least 20 something blocks. I don't know. They're big blocks. And he decided he didn't like it. And guess who got it? Whoop, whoop. Right. Oh. Congratulations, guys. Hey, Sharon Lewis. So that's the drawing. It's 7:42. So let me keep going. We can talk about some other stuff later. But I do want to show you all what I got. Kevin says, thanks to everyone that participated. Keep the participation level going strong throughout the coming months. This one was great. Yes, I made sure that the first block was a very easy block. And again, this block, you don't have to, if the blocks are different sizes, you can just pick your own magic size, square all of these up. None of the seams match. They just all need to be the same size block. And they're actually rectangles. They're not square. So this is a very easy one to do. I'm just going to put this over here so that the bags don't fall and then the stuff fall out and then I get confused. All right. So as you all know, unfortunately, Kevin's not going to be able to finish the shop hop with me. So what I did yesterday was I went to the store that was the outlier. The outlier meaning that there's only one store in the southern region that was on the east side of the state, just sitting out there by itself. Driving from it to the next store would have taken you 3 hours on backcountry roads. And I am so glad that I did not do that yesterday and would have had to do backcountry roads in the rain. See, when I did it from my house, I was able to take 2 major highways. And then the other small highways that I took, they were not bad. They were not hilly or curvy. So it worked out well. So I went in there. Of course, it's a small business. It's owned by a lady. Her mom came in to help her work. And so I got to, you get to chat with people a little bit. I was the only one in there. I got there about 9:15. They opened at 9. And so I got to really chat with them a lot. All right. So So yeah, so I actually purchased more in this store than I would have at any other time. But just trying to support them, the fact that even though they were the only one in their area that participated, their store, it was a pretty good size store. And then when you're in a small town, they were the first quilt shop in the small town, and so you have to, um, you have to cater to all the sewing types. And so they did have a wide range of fabric, so I was able to buy some stuff. I probably could have bought some more. They also had a large price range, meaning that their prices went from $5 per yard up to your standard 12.99 or whatever a yard. Okay, so they're saying, oh, Remo's dad procedure went well. So he turns 90 on Saturday. So happy birthday, Dad, Remo's dad. That's awesome. Yes, that is a major milestone. So thank you, Lord, for that. So yes. So I went there. The name of this store was Current River Fabrics and Quilting, and they were in Dauphin, Missouri. I will never go again just because of where it's located, unfortunately. Now, she did say that there was other quilt shops in the area, but they just opted not to participate, saying that they were smaller than they were. And so that was the one of the things she's hoping that next year she can get the other quilt shops in her area to do it as well. And I was just thinking, if they're smaller than her, you know, I don't know if it's just a good place that I would go back to for the distance anyway. So I'm not ever in that part of the state. Other parts of Missouri, I'm like close to. Something else is going on. I can go drive for a couple hours, and then I said, okay, I can go ahead and do that. I don't think I've ever been in the southern eastern part of Missouri. Just strange. But anyway, they had little goodie bags. I just took the stapler off, but they had pretty bags here. Has their information on it, telephone number, address, name of shop. And like I said, really nice. I got to talk to them for a long time. A lot of people on the swap were, complaining about where they are, but I'm like, you can't get people for where they live. If they're part of the shop hop, they're part of the shop hop. If you're doing all 70 shops, that's what you do. Some people only did 69 because they didn't want to drive from the top part of Missouri all the way down. So this is one of those thread things. You can put this on a thread spool, or you can put it on a bobbin, depending. Uh, Tamar, what you doing, girl? um, so okay, okay. So they had this in the bag, which was really nice, and they got a coupon that's valid from November to next August for 25% off your full price purchase price of full price stuff. So that's really nice. And then they got basic quilt chart giving you sizes, the basic size of quilts. And then they've got telling you everything that they sell. And then another quilt reference chart on the backs. So yeah, a lot of information in here. So that was really nice. They didn't have to do that. And then I'm assuming that every one of the bags had a fat quarter in it. So that's the fat quarter that I got. And it doesn't say who it's from. So we'll just put this back in here for right now. Put it to the floor. All right. So what their store block look like. It says, listen up, Kevin. Listen up real good. It says, friends, don't let friends go to quilt shops alone, okay? Did you hear that, Kevin? So that's what this one is. I'm going to put it back there. And then they had like a box that had used magazines in it. And I was just looking, and then I realized that it says you can get one magazine for free. So this is the one that caught my eye, was Fabric Trends. And this is old. I don't even know when it is. 2009, June of 2009. So I got that. And then they told me, since your friend's not here, you can go ahead and get a second one. So they was woe is me. And I took a woe is me picture and sent it to them too. And this one was August of 20. So they said that people just come into the shop randomly, and then they kind of use it like a library. People will bring one, and then somebody else will take, they'll take something different that someone else brought in. So I thought that was really nice. Hey, Francis. Hi, Sheila Willis. I'm laughing at Jason's comment. Miss T's coming for you, Kevin. Tiffany says, T, where you live, is it central to Missouri? I'm curious how far you're traveling to get to the shops. They're 3 hours away. I'm actually on the line of St. Louis is on the line to Illinois. Comes in through various different methods. It comes in from Granite City, Illinois. It can also come in through East St. Louis, Illinois. And so we got a couple ways we can get in and out. I'm in the center part of the state, but I'm on the edge of one line. So I am traveling clear across the state. I like the fact that I am central, so when I go up or down, it's not as bad. But this last trek, yeah, I've got to go south and then go all the way to the west, and I'm on the east side of the state. So it's some driving. Yeah, and Columbia's too. Yeah, but I'm just saying from where I live, that's how I get in and out from Illinois. I don't really go through Columbia to get through Missouri. I don't go that way. And Tiffany saying that she's in the northwest corner of Arizona. If I was to shop hop, it's 4 hours to Phoenix and an 8 hour drive to the south. Like, so yeah, when we went northwest, we had to drive 5 hours to get north to the far side, I mean to the west side, and then we had to go up, which was about another 3 to 4 hours up from the center. So it's some hours and some drives, but what we try to do is try to plan it, and that's when we do overnights. So I'm gonna actually go to the southwest corner. I'm going to go to Lebanon first, and then I'm going to go to like the Ozarks, Branson, that area, and then I'm gonna shoot all the way across through one of the back roads if it's not raining, and go to Joplin because I need to get to the far side. So if I miss shops, it's closer to my house instead of farther from my house. So then I'll come back and hit the shops on the way back from Joplin. And then if I have to stay somewhere, I'll figure all of that out. And then I got Springfield stores. And then I got the store in Osage Beach that's in another region that we had. Lebanon's in another region, and the Osage Beach one is in another region. So I need to hit 6 stores a day as a minimum. Now, Kevin and I, when we've done it, we've done 7 to 8 a day, averaging, because we've done one day we did like 9 in one day, but averaging we're doing 7 or 8. So I'm assuming these stores, they look like they're closer together, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. My problem is going to be if somebody closes at 3. That's going to be a problem. And what I'm going to do is just go to their store, and I'm going to take my picture outside to show I was there, and I'm going to submit my photo with my passport. So if I'm doing all this driving, I'm hoping that they're going to give me credit. Now, that happened to us in Iowa, and then they gave us credit for it. So I'm hoping that it's going to be the same. So it's a good chunk of time. Um, Sheila's still in box waiting on new tablet I ordered. I don't know what that's about. It's still in the box. Saturday, I did a road trip to Wayettsville, Virginia. I was in the boutique fabric heaven. Yes, Lord. Uh, how many do you have left? I think I just answered that. I have 12. I had 13. I done that one that was the outlier yesterday because there was no way I was driving 3.5 hours on a backcountry road. and and while it's pretty because it's fall, it's just, yeah. Uh, the other day we were in the car. It took us a long time to find a service station. It's like, what y'all do? Pack gas in your car? So, yeah. Um, yeah. So anyway, I bought all of this from her store and they were at different price points. And I am trying to figure out, I thought I had the receipt out. I was trying to see if it was an itemized receipt. Sometimes when you go into small rural areas, everybody don't have itemized receipts, I'm finding out. It just depends on their systems. And then they had the nerve to tie my bundle up too. So they used a piece of salvage to tie my bundle up. So I'm going to assume that these are my high price fabrics because I think they are. So okay, so I know what happened. I got to flip the whole stack over. It's from the bottom up. So they had a fabric that was $12 a yard. I guess I could. This is so small, I don't have to open that up. That was for breast cancer awareness. And so for the month of October, they had 25% off of this fabric. So I bought 1 yard of this print, and they had the coordinating print with the pink background, and I bought a piece of it too. As I said, I do have people that have had breast cancer, so I do like to put stuff like this, have it in my stock, so if I'm making something, bag or something like that, then I can make it in the appropriate fabrics. And these same fabrics they had in white background as well, but for some reason the white just looked really spacey, whereas the pink kind of looks filled in. So I went with this colorway instead and just bought 1 yard of each. And that's what I thought I was going to buy because that was the first thing I saw. And then I thought I was going to be out the store. And so that was $24 minus $6 is $18. So I spent $9 a yard. This one I got a half yard of. I think it was $3.25, I guess. I'm just going from the bottom, y'all. This is not one of those type of receipts, okay? Oh, let me tell you who this breast cancer fabric is by in case it's still out there, if it has any information. Just says printed exclusively for Faust Textiles, Foust. That's it. So that was the problem I had with this shop, is that you don't know if you're getting quilt shop quality fabrics. But I just went by feel, and I still bought one fabric that wasn't quite as soft, but I'll talk about that one when I get there. So this one is Little Superhero by Clothworks. So that's what this one is. And I just got it because of the words, because when I cut it up, nobody will know that it's part of superhero fabric because I'm not planning to do anything superhero. So that is that. So that's piece number 2, just a half yard, because again, I like the words. This one here was $5.99 a yard. I bought 1 yard, and it did not have any salvage information. And there was some company name, I forget the name of it now. It had the same name of Marshall's dry goods on it. It was like cotton something. So I was wondering if, like I said, this one doesn't have salvage information. There's no need for me to open this anymore. It was $5.99. It's fairly soft. I have a feeling that it's Marshall's Dry Goods, but it's one of the softer ones. And that's the thing I don't understand with Marshall Dry Goods, is why some of the fabric is soft and some of it is hard. So I don't ever order off of their website anymore. I tend to just, if I'm going to go there, I just go visit, and then I can feel everything. And if I don't like how it feels, I don't buy that particular line. It's kind of weird. I don't understand that. Next one were brights that I really liked. This one I got in pastels, but I really loved it in the dark color. So I just got a half yard of this. I think that's open enough. You can see the clamshell overlay on top of the rainbow pattern in pastels. So they had coordinating prints for this. Let's see if it's got salvage information. Fabric Traditions, and it doesn't have a name, just Fabric Traditions 2019. That's all. That one's there. This one here is matching print in pastel, same line. Well, no, it's not. This one is Chungawang by Timeless Treasures. Okay, so I don't understand that, but these colors match perfectly, and but they're different different lines, so that's pretty. And then I got the same thing, and I'm gonna check this one too. Yes, it just says Fabric Traditions. And again, it's got that same thing in rainbow color, but jewel tones this time. I got 1 yard of this one because I really like it. And then the matching print is going to be from Timeless Treasures. I already know it. Just want to double check. And it's the Tribeca designs under Timeless Treasures. And I will open this up a little bit so you can see the circles on here. Just very vibrant, very pretty. Thank you, Remo. She says you're a super heron. Hi, Tanya Hawkins Smith. Welcome. Foster's near me. They have a warehouse sale twice a year, February and August. Okay, because I'd never heard of that. So that's good to know. These fabrics, those four. So we had $5.70 for a half yard. That must have been Timeless Treasures. And then I had $3.99 for the false fabric for a half yard. No, half yard at $5.70 and a half yard at $3.99. So that's correct. Then the other two fabrics, the off-brand false was $8 a yard, and Timeless Treasures was $12.50 a yard. So just to keep that for a full yard. All right. So the next one, I got 3.5 yards. This is the one that's a little bit thicker. It's not some fabric that I wouldn't use, but it is not soft at all. It's not that hard that you wouldn't want to use it, but it's not soft like Timeless Treasures either. But I got it because it's black and white, and my friend's collecting black and white, and I thought he would just probably want a strip for his quilt, but I thought this would be really cute with African fabrics. So it was 3.5 yards left on the boat, so I got it. But all 3.5 yards was $13.97. So this was one of those that was like $3 or $4, I don't know, $4 or $5 per yard. And I just got what was on the boat. They don't have it itemized out for that. So sorry. Then this next one is a black and white zebra print. They had 1.444 yards. So they charged you to the inch in that place. They like Joann's, okay? So this I spent $7.21 for almost 1.5 yards, not quite. They charge you to the inch. I think it was 16 inches. So I just got that because I could always use that fabric. And then this next one, I got 1 yard. Wait a minute, let me make sure. So this one was $7.21. So these other ones are $11.89 and $11.49. See, Kevin, I knew you'd like it. We're only buying black prints with white or white prints with black when they are different, except when I see zebra stuff, because that most definitely can go with African print. So, and I never seen it priced that low while we've been on the road. So I've been ignoring it. But when I saw these priced so cheap, I said, oh, let me get that. So I knew he would like the pattern. He just may not be in love with the fabric. So this is Teajuana again from Timeless Treasures. Just wanted to make sure before I put it up here. I'll tell you the name of the line in a minute. I just love her stuff. She's going to be my best friend. See if it's got a name on it. I don't think so. It just says fun is what it is saying. Fun dash C as in cat 7488. And I'm sure they must have this in some other colorways. But, you know, I'm going with jewel tones right now. Rainbowish type jewel tones. So that was a yard. And then I also got a yard of this one that was different. It has, I wasn't really buying a whole lot of circle stuff, but this got that extra color on it that I really, really like. So it wasn't going to stay there either. So I got a yard of it. And this is the one that was $11.49. This one was $11.89. So as you all can see, the prices are all over the place at this shop. And I kind of like that, because if you're a person that can't afford $12 per yard fabric, they got some other fabric that you can buy. This one is Timeless Treasures again, and the pattern number is DOT for dot dash C as in cat again, 8714. So very pretty piece of fabric here. And then the last one that I got was $8 a yard. Let me look at this. Fabric Traditions, copyright 2010. So this one may not be available. But I got a yard of this because it was a different type of stripe if I decide I want to use it for a binding or something. It can be an all over print or it can be a stripe, depending on how you want to look at it. So very pretty fabric. And like I said, you know, they had prices, fabric in so many different price points. And this fabric feels really good. And it was only $8. And then this fabric feels just a Timeless Treasures fabric is going to feel a little bit softer than Fabric Traditions, but it's not that much noticeable to have that higher of a price. So I felt like their prices for their area, they had a price point for everybody in their area. Whatever you wanted to do, that's what you got. Nightlife under the sea. Yes, Damali, that will work too. Right. We need to be best friends, Kevin. Much as her fabric I've been buying lately. So, love the print. Good for inside jacket. Yes, that too. So, yeah. And then, Kevin was complaining about me saying that Teajuana should be my best friend. She's gonna have to be my best friend. I gotta save some money. I gotta save some money, Kevin. I gotta get some discount on the fabric. I like everything she's putting out. So yeah, it's 8:08, guys. I do have one more thing, but I'm not trying to stay on here long because I need to go to bed, and I get wired up when I'm in here with y'all, and then I'll be 2 o'clock looking at the sparkles in my ceiling, wondering what in the world am I doing. So I'm gonna try to get off of here. But I do have one more thing. I don't know if I called Miss Phyllis today because today I found this envelope that the retreaters gave me at Quilt Retreat. It was in my car in the glove box. Now, I've been in my car glove box and I have not seen this envelope. I went in there yesterday while I was on the road. I was looking for a handicap sign. I don't know what I did with my mom's handicap sign. I got to find it. I brought it in the house because I thought I was going to take it on the trip when Kevin and I went. And then my husband said I left it. And now I don't know where it's at. I got so much fabric out from making bags. I got different sets. And I've been cutting fat quarter bundles. And I'm just hoping I didn't mail a handicap tag to somebody. I don't think I did. But I have to look for it. And I haven't really looked for the handicap tag because I don't need it yet. But I've been in and out of my glove box, but I've never seen this. I lastly remember putting this into one of my plastic containers, and then I went to breakfast. And I have no idea how this got into my glove box. One option I can think of is that my daughter was helping me pack up. Maybe I mentioned to her that I had money. And we were sitting in the lobby waiting for my husband to come because we were packing what was in back into his car. And I'm just wondering if she just took it out of there. And I haven't had a chance to talk to her. She started a new job this week. And so I'm trying to leave her alone because she's doing extra hours because since she's going to be on maternity leave that they're not aware of yet, she's trying to get in as much extra training as she can. So she's pulling in some extra hours right now. But I need to talk with her because I never even asked her if she had seen it or touched it. But I know I probably told her that you all gave me this. And then I put it into that container and went to breakfast the next morning because I had it in my hand when I came back down from my room from checking out of my room, and I didn't want to just lay it on the table, so I put it in any one of the plastic containers. I can't tell you which one, and I'm wondering if she had something to do with this. So I'm so glad that I found it, not because of the money that's in here, but I told you all that I had started reading the card, and I have not read this card because I've been busy today, but I am going to take the money out of this envelope, and I am going to take the card with me. And when I'm on the road, I'm just going to read my card on the road when I have in my hotel room, so I won't feel so lonely. So, but I appreciate everybody. Phyllis said that she had Leela help her collect this. So I just want to thank you guys for everything. I had already thanked you all at retreat. I just felt really bad because I didn't have the card. The card is what I had wanted because I was starting to read it at retreat and I had read like one or two and I go, these people are going to make me cry. And I didn't want to cry at the retreat center. I was already overwhelmed, so humbled that so many people trusted me to provide a great 5-night stay for them. I mean, you really don't know me. I've met maybe a handful of you all in person before this quilt retreat. And so I was just so humble. Saturday night was just so great. We had done our line dancing. We had all that show and tell. I think in my head from the full week that we had, it was getting into my head about how great it was. Everybody was happy. And so I was so overwhelmed Saturday night that when this surprise came up, I almost was crying. And Kevin was like, you can't cry now, Miss T. So I was reading the card and I read one. I stopped reading that one because it was about to make me cry. I started reading another note and then it was about to make me cry. So I was like, you know what? I can't deal with this right now. So yeah. I had a wonderful, wonderful retreat, and I am in the process of trying to publish the days 1 and 2 retreat video. They're together. And it's the day that we start up, which is mostly pictures because I didn't do any videotaping that day. I did go live on YouTube, but that video reception is so bad you don't even know what's going on. And then I took pictures or I took some pictures or Kevin took some pictures. I think it was Kevin that took pictures. And so I'm just trying to get this video to publish so that I can upload it. So hopefully tomorrow I can release a video before I walk out of here. We'll see if, how long it's taking to publish. And when you have a lot of pictures in a video, pictures are high definition off of our cell phones. So it takes a while for that video to publish, and it got a lot of pictures. Okay. So I am so glad that this showed up. I definitely don't use my glove box like that. So only thing in my glove box is the book. I carry a knife because one time we were on the highway with a cake and somebody forgot the knife. So in the future, I started carrying knives. Okay. So I do have like a steak knife in my glove box. I have my book, and I have my mom's handicap tag, and then I got my insurance information. The rest of this, I don't use my glove box. So I don't know how this got in there. So I still have yet. I'll talk to my daughter hopefully sometime tomorrow. Hopefully, I just was leaving her alone today, and see if maybe she had something to do with this. But I have no idea how it got there. I didn't even look there because that's not a place I put it. And then Kevin says too, he says, Miss T, by the time that retreat was over, he left Saturday night. And then I still had to pack up everything. And Kevin was like, "Are you sure?" You know, Kevin had done so much with greeting people. So I didn't have to be up in the front so I could get the last final touches on retreat. Um, he did an awesome job, and so I didn't care if he wasn't going to be there to help me pack up. So I basically packed up, the retreat on my own on Sunday. So Kevin's theory is that I was so tired that I probably didn't even know what I was doing. Yes, I probably put it in the container and went to breakfast, but he's saying that I also probably could have taken it out of there and put it in my glove box. But and I'm not doubting that because I was exhausted. I slept for days after that retreat. I'm not gonna lie, I slept for days. But yeah, but I'm glad I found it, and I appreciate, and I felt really bad, not for me not having the money, but the fact that you all had donated that. You all were so kind that you did it for Deborah and Kevin as well. You had different envelopes for all of us, and I thought that was really sweet of you guys. And the fact that you all were sneaky. I didn't even know what was going on. I wasn't even paying attention. So you all or just the best retreat attendees ever. So I just appreciate you guys. Thank you, Damali. Oh, Jorko Mail. She says it was an awesome retreat. Thank you for organizing. Yes. And I'm already, Kevin and I are already working on like what we're gonna do for next year as far as projects and stuff like that. So yeah. We haven't physically done anything, but we're in the thinking process of what's gonna be happening. So and Remo says you are truly loved and respected. Please thumbs up. Step out and back in and show your love and support and subscribe. We love you, Miss T. Thank you, Remo. uh, uh. All right, live with Joe Carmel. I think she did that because I've recorded in that room before, Kevin, and I was recording just fine in that room. Kevin says, Miss T, I'm so glad you found it. It was an amazing retreat, and I'm honored to have been part of it. I met some of the most wonderful people there. Yes, I can kind of get a feel for people in the chat when most of the people that attended the retreat are in my chats. Not all of them, but some of them. And so you kind of get a feel for people, and then I was able to kind of like group people according to that, and I think I did a great job. Although I don't think I could have messed up putting anybody together because it was such a great group of quilters. And that's the nice thing about people that truly love their craft and are happy with their craft. We didn't have anybody in there complaining the whole, the whole time. If something came up, people were just dealing with it. And I don't even think much came up. But if they did, I definitely didn't hear anybody complaining. We were just a happy group, happy to be on vacation for some people that worked, happy to be with people that are like-minded because a lot of times our family don't understand our madness, and just happy to get away from the family so that you can just sew anytime you want. Even though we had excursions planned, you didn't have to do any of those excursions. It was totally up to you if you wanted to go out. So I got days 1 and 2, setup day, and then just a little bit, a couple extra pictures that were taken while I was helping people with projects. And then On the second day, we did the Missouri Star Bus Company. So that's what the majority of that quilt, that video is going to be about, is the bus trip down to Missouri Star. We also went to the Quilt Museum. A good chunk of that is the Quilt Museum because I wanted to show the Quilt Museum. I didn't do a whole lot of videotaping or photos inside of Missouri Star shops because I have another video where I've shown you that already. And I did mostly the Quilt Museum. And then we went to eat. We were lucky, just fell into this spot, and the food was really, really good. And then we were back. So it's just a lot of pictures and a lot of video of the Quilt Museum. So hopefully you all will enjoy that when it gets released. And oh, Joe Cormel talking about, remember, I'm good with the camera. She's almost about to get evicted from quilt retreats because there's a saying that what happens at retreat stays at retreat. But Joe Cormel, she's trigger happy with that record button on the phone, and she's recording everything. I'm like, girl, I have never seen anybody record something as fast as that girl. I'm like, was your phone even open? Do you have a screensaver or something? She was quick getting stuff, and you think she miss it. And nope, she got everything on tape. And Jason says, I really want to do a retreat one of these days. That'll be awesome. And Sue says, after losing my best friend and quilting buddy in 2020, this retreat was a godsend. Yeah, we've all needed some kind of fun time since the beginning of all that occurred in 2020. So it was just nice. We were so scared we weren't going to even have it in 20. We didn't have it in 2020. It was scheduled for 2020, and we had to schedule it over into 2022. And I was still scared we weren't going to have it. So I was just fortunate and happy that we had it. Hey, Martha's Creative Life. How are you? Damali says, you must look at the replay. Yeah, because we're almost on our way out. So I'm sorry, I got to go to Teaquilts retreat in 2024. We're going to take your phone. She's going to be without social media. Joe Cormel, you're going to have to drop your phone at the door, baby. It was funny. So I just went and I took some. Kevin sent me some pictures. I took some pictures off Facebook, and so I did not take pictures. I took mostly video. So any pictures you see are from Kevin and Joe Cormel, and Shaquita also was taking pictures as well. So it was a lot of pictures being taken. I was in video mode or not doing it at all because there was so much I was doing. The next video, day number 3, I taught the stack and whack, and I don't have any video. So basically it's just going to be a slideshow presentation of the stack and whack. And it depends on how many pictures we have, if I'm going to add day 4 onto that or not. So yeah, day 4 was shop hop day. And we did 3 local shops. And so I might put days, I'm hoping I can put 3 and 4 together and then put 5 and 6, which is Saturday and Sunday. Put those 2 together. So shut up, Sue. Talking about she did a good job capturing the T and Kevin show. I don't know. I think I was just tired. I was probably in slap happy mode the entire retreat because I had been working diligently like the 2 weeks before retreat to get the last final things. And then the hardest part for me is like packing all the cars. I had to pack my car, pack my husband. I had my car packed early, and I had to pack my husband's car and my daughter's car. I packed my husband's car the night before, packed my daughter's car the day of. It was a lot. It was a lot. And then my daughter was also the cuber. I call her the cuber driver because she picked up the quilters from the airport, and I did have to leave and pick up one person from the train station, but somebody else, Jennifer Rizard and Kevin, went back to pick her up because when I went, her train was late. It was so hot in Missouri at that time, and we have never been that kind of hot in June like that. And it was extremely hot. It was like highs were in the at hundreds and going over a little bit. And so yeah, we had hot weather, and it affected the train and slowed down the train when it got up into Missouri. I don't know if it was having issues elsewhere, but I know Missouri slowed it down. So, but yeah. Hey, C Joy. So it's like that also. June was the worst, right? And as soon as that June weather, we never got hot like that again. It is so crazy. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and end here. I'm already 25 minutes over, and I need to go pack, I need to eat, and then I need to go to bed. I can't even watch my programs today. I'm gonna have to get them on the rerun. So you all take care, everybody. Stay blessed, be safe. Come back Saturday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time for Sew and Chat for 2 hours. 2 hours. So see you all then. Bye-bye.